over the last 5 years, I suppose Los Angeles rap has really been known for the real heavy gangster style of rapping, which is people like Ice Cube, NWA, Compton's Most Wanted. And the gangster rap thing is mainly glorifying gang life. It's about drug dealing, shooting out with the police, treating your girlfriend really badly, fighting other gangs, that kind of thing. It's like glorifying that whole aspect of life in Los Angeles.
See, the lives that we live out here are so... It's pretty military, you know what I mean, as far as the things that go on with the gang and the police and all this. You know, all kind of hip-hop is healthy, you know, because once you start getting into the same mode of everybody sounding alike, you know, the music is real boring. So I'm glad to see people like the Freestyle Fellowship and Pharcyde, you know, coming out and showing that LA has flavor too.
They're taking a whole new aspect to rap. They're making it much more light-hearted, much more mellow. They've got a tough edge, but they're using like Latin samples, jazz samples. They're using Jimi Hendrix samples. Also, they're doing songs not just about what it's like to be sort of young and black and growing up in the ghetto. They're doing songs about their favourite breakfast cereals, very abstract things like that, very surreal things.
No, I'm just playing.
They've got a kind of P-funk approach to music. They're taking samples from everywhere, making it much more freestyle, much more light-hearted. I mean, you know, anyone who can do a sort of blue plastic vinyl like that, it's got to be good, and that's the Pharcyde.
The bud has made my skull numb, therefore I am numbskull, #1. But the bitches can call me Monty.
Nah, my name is the F to the A to the T, to the L to the I to the P. My name is Fat Lip. And that's all you really need to know about my name.
Motherfucking Lipper.
Yo, this is Slim Kid for lack of nutrition, wishing I could gain weight. So I'm Slim Kid Trey, third power, I'm okay.
Damn. Hey. Dr. Booty Brown, don't let the name fool you. Coming with skills. Word. That's all you need to know.
The Pharcyde are much more the zany side of things, almost like, you know, California's known for its theme parks. I think the Pharcyde reflect that.
Well, it's not a new thing that's happening, but it's a new thing that's getting noticed. You know what I'm saying? People refer to it as underground, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because they thought only there was gangster rappers in L.A. But nah, we're not gangsters, you know what I'm saying? But we still rap. There it is there.
Now, the freestyle music would only survive after people got educated on rap.
Freestyle is, for me, definitive of free-form expression in whatever it is you do. And granted, I come from a rapper, DJ, hip-hop foundation. Freestyle is pretty much the ultimate culmination of technical virtuosity, mirth, phrasing, as well as harmonic and music interaction in audio.
Freestyle Fellowship, they have nothing but flavor. I like their tape. I pick their tape up. And they have tracks. They got jazz tracks. They got funky hip-hop tracks. They just got laid-back, blunt-smoking tracks, you know.
We harmonize, we scat. Those are things in keeping with the quote-unquote jazz vibe.
The main thing about rap, the reason it's kept going for so long, I mean, it's been around since '79 now, it's continuously transforming itself, and I think it has to change to stay alive. So I think people like NWA, if they're still around, or Ice Cube, will absorb some of these sort of jazz influences, the more mellow side of things, and maybe appeal to even wider market. But there'll always be new bands coming up to train the tough side of life. There'll always be the gangster side of things, because there'll always be that side of life in Los Angeles.
Prince B, the Nocturnal, Cash Money, the Colonel. That's JC, the Eternal, you know what I'm saying? It's PM Dawn, it's a threesome. Now it's not a twosome, you know what I'm saying? Well, I was an 80s child. In the 80s, what was visible was Michael Jackson, Prince, Culture Club, Cyndi Lauper, that sort of stuff. And I was, from an urban perspective, I had the front row seat of the biggest innovations in hip-hop. And at the same time, my dad was showing me groups like Led Zeppelin, you know, the Beatles, Sly and the Family Stone, Jimi Hendrix. And I never thought to separate any of them. I just sort of liked what it was that I liked. And that's the way my music reflects now. Me and George met at the Brit Awards, actually. So we exchanged phone numbers, and I called George up one day, and he's like, I didn't actually think you'd call, because people do that sort of thing all the time. But so we sent him the tape. He loved the song. He just came down and signed it. It was chill. George just sort of said, all right, fine, let's do this. I think in America, people just think PM Dawn, the overall perception of PM Dawn right now is just plain odd. Well, I like to deal in surrealism. I don't think that lyrics to me especially should paint a picture. They shouldn't paint a significant or specific picture for people to analyze. It should leave it open for your imagination. From finishing the first album and finishing the second album, there was a lot more things. There was a whole lot of things I had to deal with emotionally. So it became more and more personal, more and more real, so to speak. When you deal with reality a lot more than you like to, you sort of get emotional anyway. Norwegian word, isn't it? For a while, England was my sanctuary. And I almost ended up living there, but I didn't want to see the reality of it. If I had to be there every day, I had to look at the reality, and I don't really want to do that right now. Right now, we're getting ready to go into production on Naomi Campbell's album, on Paul Abdul's album, and we're doing another album that should be finished around October called the Nocturnal album. I don't know. I always liked Naomi Campbell, and she just called us up one day and said, "Hey, ho." I said, "Word up," and that was it. Naomi is going to be very unpredictable. It's not like anyone would think. Everybody thinks she's going to come out and be a house diva or something. Not. I think she's more serious about music than she is on modeling. What I would actually like to say to the public is this. You know, leave your mind open musically. Don't settle for the okie doke, you know what I'm saying? If you find something new or you find something innovative, don't front on it, check it out, you know? Don't diss it for what it is or diss it for being out of the ordinary, because that's the only way things will grow. You stay out of the ordinary, you know what I'm saying? Nocturnal, out.
I think the program's really smart, like. It's just really good. Thanks.
Hi, Hypnosis is absolutely brilliant. Yabba-doo!
This is a message from the dark side. Get into the 20th century and start covering what's really going on the underground. Get a life.
I think it's a wicked program. It's bad. It's just really in touch with what's happening today.
What makes Spiral Tribe so unique is because we're the first to go, yo, free party, we're not after your money or anything, we're just after to show everybody you can party, you know, and have a good time, and you don't have to be rich and be loaded or be a drug dealer or be anything. You can just be anybody and you can come down and party.
I thought Hypnosis was absolutely brilliant. It's one of the best things to come out of town for a couple of weeks, actually.
I've just seen a show and it's fantastic. I've been waiting for something like this for ages. Well done.